Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Xenia Factor. I'm your host, Ariel Xenia, and this is the space where we step into our soft power and elevate as women. In today's episode, we're talking about the magnetic and intoxicating power of a woman's perfume. And I'm very excited to welcome our first guest, Peyton. Hi, Peyton.
Hi.
So glad you're here with us today.
So happy to be here to talk about scent, just the feeling of femininity.
Mm-hmm. So Peyton and I actually met at the perfume counter in Nordstrom.
We did.
Makes sense. And she has a background in the beauty industry of over 10 years. Started off in special effects makeup before transitioning into luxury beauty.
Yes, that's very correct.
Working with brands like Morphe, Sephora, and Nordstrom, where you currently are.
Exactly.
And fun fact about Peyton. So I ask all of my guests for a little background story, and your first concert that you ever attended was Lady Gaga's Born This Way ball at 13.
Yes. Such an amazing time.
Tell us about that.
I just remember going there. Like, I've always been a fan of Lady Gaga since I was like 2008. So it was like, you know, I had to miss the Fame Monster because like in 2008, I was like 9. So you couldn't go to like kind of an explicit show then. But it comes like 2012, 2013, I'm 13, 14. And then I was like, okay, I just need to go express myself, have fun. And I remember going with a group of friends and their mom. And I don't know, it was a warm, welcoming sense of just getting to dance and listen to the music you like. It was very awakening.
I bet it was a lot of fun.
Oh, hands down. 100%.
She's a performer, and I really appreciate that.
And there's just there's so much elegance to her too. With everything she does. Like, there's such a powerful force behind her.
Yes, a lot of artistry.
Yes, 100%.
Very cool. So, yes, unofficial winner of the icebreaker question.
As of now, currently. That could change.
Okay, so before we get into our conversation about perfume, I want to give a little disclaimer, ladies. While perfume can be a wonderful way to express yourself, please keep in mind that it can trigger allergies, respiratory issues, or migraines in others. So when we're wearing our perfume, we want to wear it responsibly in shared spaces. Okay?
Please.
Now that that's out of the way, let's dig in. And I've been thinking about how closely scent is tied to memory. So that's one of the reasons I love fragrance and perfume, because it kind of connects me back to an era in my life or a person. And so I want to ask, what is the first scent you remember being obsessed with?
Oh, you're going to love this answer too, because it was Fantasy by Britney Spears.
Yes.
You know, it was that perfect, like, sweet. It had notes of musk in it. And it definitely screams the early 2000s as well too. I just remember my older cousins like wearing it around the house. And I was like running around going, what is that? Like, that just smells so amazing. Of course, now my entire perception of that has changed as fragrances have, you know, gotten better with their compositions and everything. So now I look back at it and I'm like, oh, wow, maybe that wasn't the best. But it's like, it's a triggering memory for me that's going to be in my memories forever. That's got me introduced and like obsessed with fragrances.
I think it's still kind of a fan favorite, I feel like.
I think it's something a lot of people still ask for too, because they still make them. I know Nicki Minaj still has hers out there. I think, I do know recently I've been, because I'm always searching like for like what people are looking for on TikTok and everything. And recently there's been a resurgence of Lady Gaga's Fame perfume, which undoubtedly I've never smelled. So
I can't speak on that one.
I'm like, Lady Gaga, if you hear this podcast, please bring it back. Like, I need a resurgence. I will sign a petition, whatever.
I can't quite recall Fantasy, but I remember the bottle.
Oh, lychee. That's what it sounded like. Like fresh lychee, cotton candy.
I would imagine it would be very sweet.
Oh yeah, like as a 25-year-old woman now, you would never catch me wearing that, because I think when I think about sweet scents, I think about somebody younger, because it's more playful.
Right.
So I'm like, right now I probably wouldn't wear it, but in a body lotion, maybe.
Yeah, it's more of like a body spray, maybe.
100%.
And I think I've mentioned this to you before, but my first fragrance that I became obsessed with was Alien.
A tried and true.
Yes.
100% a tried and true. I think, there's a lot of people who still wear Alien. It's something that, there's so many different iterations of it now. But something about the original I don't think it's ever been changed either. So like the formula is still the same.
It doesn't need to be.
No.
That's what got me into perfume. I had maybe tried a few. There was one, Lolita Lempica.
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
That's what I bought in high school. I didn't go for body sprays. I went straight for Lolita Lempica. I'm not sure what happened to her or how much I wore her. But I remember, I think I had already graduated and I was working in my first job, and I was in downtown Chicago for Black Friday. And I smelled Alien, and that was it. That was it for me. Then I was big time into perfume after
then you
that.
get hooked. I think it's like you smell that scent and you're like, wow, this is incredible. And you just want to find out what other notes are in it.
Right.
So you start looking for fragrances that have those notes to it. And you find out that works with your chemistry and the pH of your skin. And then you get infatuated with it.
Definitely.
And then it branches you out to be like, okay, like I think Mugler, I think like it has notes of musk in it. So you start looking for other musky scents, whether that ranges from brands such as Tom Ford to Creed.
I'm becoming more familiar with Creed now.
Oh, I love Creed.
Okay.
I love Creed. It's recently been one of my top favorite brands to wear.
Okay. I also learned that they're one of the oldest perfume houses.
Yes, I want to say they're from like the 1700, maybe 1760, I believe.
I went to a store in Miami not too long ago, and I said, I don't know anything about this brand. What should I know? Like, why is Creed, one of the best perfumers? And he was telling me that they're one of the oldest brands.
Oh, yeah. I think, I don't know any other brand that's older than them either. Like, I think all the other brands are kind of set on the basis of Creed, from my knowledge, personally. Of course, like, there's people out here who've, like, done their research and deep dived into it. Like I follow somebody named Erin Persons, and she's known about all vintage. Like she does vintage makeup, vintage perfumes.
I've seen her.
And she's like deep dived into that as well too. So of course there's more knowledgeable people out there than like most.
They do have some good ones.
Oh, 100%. Carmina.
Yes.
It has dark chocolate in it and black cherry. So it's phenomenal on the skin. It's sensual, seductive, and sweet too.
Ooh, I love a gourmand. I love a gourmand.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't? I love a gourmand and like with some vanilla in there.
Yes.
Call me up anytime.
Right. So for the listeners out there, how do you think fragrance influences a woman's aura or the way that she's perceived?
I think it has a subtle influence, but at the same time, I think it has a major influence as well. I know it's they're very contradicting words to use, but I think depending on who you are as a woman and how you perceive yourself is another way how that fragrance is going to perceive you, because it can only take you so far. But I think, it helps you emotionally and even physically as well too, because when you smell a scent, you're like, this is going to awake some memories. So it's going to set you back. It's going to take you to that time. But then physically, when you're wearing that scent, you want something that's going to captivate people around you, and they're going to be like, wow, what is she wearing?
Right.
Like, this is very unique in its own. So it's going to help carry you and kind of uplift you in a way too, because when you smell good, it's going to help you feel good. Your mindset's going to change for the entire day. You could wake up in the worst mood ever and be upset, sad, take a shower, put on your favorite lotion, put on your favorite body oil. And as soon as that perfume hits your skin and it hits your nose, it's going to awake like that sense of like, okay, I'm relaxed, I'm calm, and I'm ready to proceed the day.
Do you feel like it helps with a woman's identity?
Yes, because I think all scents should be unique to that person. I don't think somebody needs to go out there and buy the next trending scent, because that next trending scent doesn't mean it can smell good, but doesn't mean it's going to smell good on you. And just because it smells good on your friend doesn't mean anything.
Right.
You want something that's going to be unique to your contrast, to your pH, because, I I can say that I wear Tom Ford Vanilla Sex and it smells like a warm like cupcake on me. And then you wear it and it smells like ice cream, or it smells like a soft candle. It's going to completely smell different on both of us, but doesn't mean you're going to like that scent on you. Because you might not want to smell like a candle. You might not want to smell fresh. You might want to smell that sweeter scent.
I liked what you were saying about, you know, as you're putting yourself together for the day, because that's something I talk to my clients and community about a lot, just how important it is to pour into yourself first as a woman. And I feel like we need to add look good, feel good. I feel like we need to add smell good in there because it just does something for you. I know there's this one oil that I use, and I used it today. I'm not going to give this one away. This one I'm gatekeeping. I'm sorry. I love it too much. But it has a cinnamon note in it. And you don't find cinnamon very often.
No, not at all.
And I don't know why.
So I know it's going to smell rich and warm. Oh, I bet it feels like a hug.
It smells like my life was meant to smell this way. I don't know.
Yeah.
If that's a thing, but I like to warm it up in my hands and I take a little smell and I'm like, I just think to myself, yes, Ariel, like, yes, you are meant to be her. And I feel like perfume has the power to do that, and fragrance has the power to do that.
No, it's so uplifting and powerful. And I don't think like a lot of people realize like how like strong you can feel from it, like itself. Like, I don't know. I feel like a powerful woman when I put it on.
Right.
Because especially if it's a scent I love and that I've gotten so many compliments on, I know people are going to stare at me and be like, wow, who is she? Like, what is she wearing? What does she do? And they start building these images of you in their head. And a little disclaimer, I'm going to throw in here a body oil that I think everyone should be wearing. And it's by a local business in Nashville. I'm currently wearing it today, and it's vanilla scented, and it's by the brand Loyal Chrome.
Okay.
I think everyone should check them out just because I've never smelled a vanilla like the basis of it. And I think it mixes so well with any perfume.
Okay, I'm going to check it out.
So I'm not gatekeeping here. I'm trying to help the girl out.
I just have the one.
It's okay. I have a fragrance that I'm going to gatekeep forever too.
Right.
So if like, you guys will never know.
And listen, what was the brand name?
Loyal Chrome.
Loyal Chrome.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get it because when we met at the perfume counter in Nordstrom, you put together a combination. I can't remember exactly what it was because it was a year ago when we met.
Which is crazy. I can't believe it's been a year.
It was one of the Tom Ford cherries, because he has more than one, I feel like.
Yeah, he has 3.
Okay. You did something with one of the Tom Ford cherries and then mixed it with another perfume. And that's when I knew you were the perfume guru.
I want to say, I think, like if I'm thinking back, I know what the base was Lost Cherry.
Right.
And it might have been
I like Lost
Cherry with, Lost Cherry, maybe with Fucking Fabulous. I want to say.
I don't know.
Because I know Fucking Fabulous, I believe if I'm in my head, I'm like going through all these notes because you got to be a chemist sometimes to understand the bases of fragrances, because not all fragrances go together. They can really turn sour really fast. And I want to say it was with Fucking Fabulous because you were looking for something fresh and sweet at the same time. So I want to say it was those two, I believe.
Well, I believe you. And since then, I've brought my clients and my friends to you. And if you need perfume, you need to talk to Peyton.
Hi.
So your recommendation about the body oil, I'm going to order it today.
Please. It's like, it's a full size. It comes with a dropper and it's $15.50.
Because I love vanilla. You can't go wrong with vanilla.
No, not at all. And she makes it fresh in house too. So like there's small batches. 100% recommend.
Okay. We're all getting it. Okay. Next question. So what do you think is the difference between a perfume that's just nice and a perfume that's magnetic, that draws people in, just like you were saying? Who is she? Where is she going? How can I talk to her?
I think it roughly just comes down to a nice fragrance is something you just put on. And it might be like you're in a hurry and you're just trying to go about your day, which is what I do sometimes. There's fragrances that I just throw on myself when I'm wearing a tracksuit and going to do laundry at the laundromat. It's a fragrance that just smells good. Like that's the basis that it has. It might invoke a memory, but it's going to be soft, subtle. And it's just, people walk by and they're like, oh, you smell good. Like that's about probably the only compliment you'll get from what I've experienced. Now a magnetic fragrance is going to be different. It's something you're going to put thought behind. You're going to say you're going out, you're going to a business meeting, and you really want to make a lasting impression on people and have them turn their heads on you. So you're going to have that fragrance that just pops itself. So I think there's a subtlety to a good fragrance, and then to a magnetic fragrance, it's eye-opening. It's like, you know, she's that girl.
Right.
And she'll always be that girl when she walks in. It's like wearing the color red. You want to insert power, you wear red. Red is such a powerful color.
Yes. So if a woman was on her fragrance journey, because a lot of my clients and a lot of the women in my community, they're kind of stepping their toe into this world.
Just a little dilly-dally, a little dabbling.
Yes. So my friend that I brought to you, right? We were on the search for her first fragrance, and she ended up going with that matcha one and loved it.
The Thé Matcha from
Yes.
Le Labo.
But she was having such a hard time before we came to you, which is, again, why Peyton is the perfume guru.
Because I want to say, like, we found it within, like, what, 10 minutes of seeing each other?
Anyway. So if a woman is on that journey, what advice do you have for her?
I think, you know, since go with occupation, like, you know, look at your occupation, like, what do you like to do? If you're a woman who likes to go on runs, you love nature, you're going to want something that's more woodsy, maybe something more earthy and green, like Thé Matcha, for example. You know, it has, you know, ritual matcha in it. That is the true form of making a matcha latte. So it's going to feel like warm, empowering, and relaxing. I would say for maybe a more sophisticated woman, you're wanting something floral as well. So like a good gourmand, rose. You just want scents that like accompany your occupation moreover.
So what are the main categories of scents so that women can start to identify? Like, I feel like it's really helpful, every client that I've talked to kind of figure out which category they might gravitate towards, you know?
I always say, like, for me, I make up my own categories in my head.
Oh, okay.
You know, fragrances to me are so vast. And you could say, oh, I love ouds, but do you love a sensual oud? Do you love more of a musky oud? You know, like, what are your favorite oud scents? For me, I categorize them as, like, your occupation, what you're looking for, how you want to feel. And then when the customer or client describes that to me, I'm like, you're going to like these scents more for myself. But if you're doing your own discovery, you know, you're going to do research on if you like the ouds, if you like tuberose, if you like floral, if you like sensual scents, something playful. Because not everything, to me, everything doesn't fit in a category. Like, I think fragrance is so vast, like, it shouldn't be categorized itself. Everything should be its own individual process.
So like the fresh, the woodsy, I forget what it is. It's like fresh woodsy, gourmand is a category. That's the only category I pay attention to.
But and I think because so much falls into them that it's just, there's no reason to categorize it because they could all be different. Just because something's fresh doesn't mean it can't be sweet.
Right.
You know, because there's always those, it's like you'll see a lot of times rose and vanilla together. You'll see rose and gourmand together. You'll see rose and an oud together. So it's very different. Like right now, one of my favorite scents is Black Lacquer by Tom Ford, and it has ebony wood in it and dark peony extract. And it's supposed to mimic the smell of freshly pressed vinyl. But to me,
that caught me off guard.
It smells amazing.
I wasn't sure. I'm trying to imagine if I've ever I don't even know what freshly pressed vinyl smells like.
It smells exactly
It smells like black lacquer?
Yep, it's black lacquer from Tom Ford. But it's sweet, but it's also musky at the same time.
Okay. So you would recommend that a woman think about her occupation, her lifestyle a little bit, and I guess start sampling.
Because you would be, yes, very much. Because you would be surprised at how much that thought that truthfully plays into the idea of like what I'm going to smell like. Because if you like nature, you're 100% more than likely going to enjoy like those more woodsy scents because you enjoy the idea of being outside. You know, and that occupation can change and be like, oh, I love the outside, but also I need a scent. If I go to dinner parties with my friends or go out to a bar or to dance, you're going to want to smell different too.
What about if a woman wants to be a femme fatale?
Oh, 100%. I can recommend the brands that you should wear.
Okay.
You should be wearing Initio. You should be wearing Celine fragrances.
Ooh, I don't know if I'm familiar with Celine.
Next time you're in, we'll have to go.
Okay.
Because I love Celine fragrances, especially the nightclub one. Because it's meant to be worn outside because it's so strong. But I would definitely... I think Celine has amazing fragrances.
Okay. Now I'm really curious.
And also, like, you want to look for something that has more essential oils in them, too.
Okay.
I know we're all about... Because, you know, fragrances range from different price points. I prefer, like, the higher price points because you're going to get the longevity that you want.
Right.
And a little bit, truthfully, goes a long way. So I definitely think, like, let's start looking, like, towards that.
Right. It's really frustrating when you find a scent that you like. And because this happened to me when I was traveling, I found this... I never smelled anything like this before. It was so... beautiful. It was a little bit vanilla. Couldn't tell you what other notes were in it, but it was amazing. I bought the bottle, sprayed it. It disappeared in about, I don't know, an hour.
Yep, truthfully. No, and I love this brand so much with my heart because it's such it's a good brand too. Joe Malone.
Yeah.
Joe Malone. Their scents are so good, but they don't last at all. And they dissipate and disappear so fast. And it's upsetting.
It really is on the nose, though. I enjoy, like, when she says it's red roses, it's going to smell. Yes, it's literally red roses.
100%. Scarlet Poppy. It's going to smell like Scarlet Poppy. It smells like a warm, like, birthday cake. So good. But so sad.
I know. All right. Last question. What are the ladies buying right now? What's hot?
Ooh, still MFK Baccarat Rouge, which is crazy to me because I'm like, I'd prefer Tom Ford Lost Cherry personally. So for me, I don't like to smell like everybody. But,
right.
You know, to each their own. I definitely feel like Tom Ford's had a huge surgence recently, and I don't know how or where, but I feel like a lot of people are going back to the originals. But definitely MFK, Baccarat Rouge, any Tom Ford scent, I feel like the resurgence. Also, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue has had a resurgence too. And I think it's because they started rebranding the bottles, which obsessed with. They look like porcelain.
Yes, those are really pretty. And you know what? That's a great scent. I do enjoy that. It's not my personal favorite, but I appreciate it.
It's aquatic, so like it's very like different, but it's like an original, tried and true. Your mom's probably had it. I think your grandma, because I think it's an older scent as well too, that's been around for a while. But it's just good to have in your collection when you just want to feel like a summer breeze.
Yes, and it is powerful. I feel like. I'm still stuck on Devotion.
Oh, from Dolce & Gabbana?
Yes, I want it.
It smells so good, but I'm like, I know almost everyone has it, so I can't buy it right now, and I have so much at home.
I know. I tried some on the other day, and it's very citrusy.
Yes, it's very sweet too. It kind of mimics like a warm like lemon cake.
Yes, I appreciate that one.
But, so nice.
Okay, it's popular right now, so we gotta wait.
Yeah, we gotta wait. Give it like a year or two. Something new will come out, and like we'll be fine then. We can wear it, and people are like, "Wow, what is that?"
Right. I'm still in a love affair with Killian.
Oh, Love Don't Be Shy and Princess.
I have that one, and I just got Princess, but nothing. I thought Alien was, my ultimate. I think it's Angel Share.
Yes, Angel Share. Oh.
Angel Share does something to me.
Because it's spicy. And I think it's because it has notes of cinnamon in it, too.
It's just so rich.
You love that cinnamon note.
Yes, I do love cinnamon.
Which is good to know for, like, future reference now. Next time you're in, we'll start looking at those
yeah.
like warmer scents.
I love cinnamon. I do a bath with like lavender, rose, and cinnamon.
That sounds so nice. See, I do a rose and lavender bath, but I throw eucalyptus in there at night. So I can like relax my mind.
Yes. But just that cinnamon, I don't know. Something about that smell.
It's comforting to you. It's that memory evoker.
It just makes me feel rich.
And that's how you want to feel. You want to feel that. You don't want to feel any other way besides rich and powerful.
Yes. Okay, we are coming to the end of our episode. And before we sign off, Peyton, how can we shop with you?
You can visit me at Nordstrom. I'm usually there every day, usually around 12 o'clock. I'm never there on Tuesdays. You can also reach out to me. My email is Peyton, which is Peyton .Heatherly, which is just Heather with an LY at the end, at Nordstrom.com. Shoot me an email with your name and just, tell me what you're looking for. We can set up a date and a time to come in for a consultation, and I can book you, and we could kind of walk through all the different brands and kind of see and let you smell around and provide you with some samples of what you want to wear. Wear it for a day or two, see how it compares on your skin. If you like it, you can always come back in and purchase it. Perfect. I never am like very pushy about scents. I'm always like, I want you to wear it.
Right. You do need, the sample is really, really important because you need to see how it's going to go with your body chemistry.
Yeah. Cause you never want to like buy it immediately. Cause that's when you get returns.
Right.
Or you get home and you're like, wow, I left it in the air. But like on my skin, it's flat. There's like nothing to it. It's that good scent. It's not like that magnetic scent. Another thing is, and I'm just going to say it out there, do not buy a scent that your husband likes or your partner likes, because that doesn't mean you're going to like it.
Right.
Never buy to impress somebody else, because you want to impress yourself first.
Yes. It's always more magnetic when you're feeling it.
Exactly.
But that's where it comes from.
Just because they like it on you and you don't like it on you, do not always go with their option. Stay with your option, and remember, and stay true to yourself.
Yes. Put yourself first, ladies.
Exactly. Exactly.
Perfect. Okay. If you want to shop with Peyton, I'll have the information in the episode description. And Peyton, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm so glad we had this time together. Oh, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me. Yes. And I can't wait to see all of you. Yes. Like, we're going to have so much fun together. I can't wait. Thank you so much for spending time with us today. I really appreciate it. And we will see you in the next one. Bye. Bye.